Okay. Okay. Let's see. We want to go do which one first? Um, Deer, fox, or trolls? Deer we can chill at, but we will need energy. Um, Fox, we will need a full set of energy, and trolls will need a full set of energy. Trolls is fine though. Let's do. I hate to do this, but we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do it. I don't think I'll need all my energy because I'll end up hunting on you. Oh, this sucks. Because this has got all the horse buff shit on it, and it's gonna suck, but whatever. We'll just deal with it. We'll just deal with it. Um... We could rock that. Let's put something we haven't put on in a while. Yeah, these do have gloves, and that would be... Alright.
Ride horses in the open field.
Okay, it's actually not as bad as I thought. For some reason, I thought I had a... Well, that does kind of suck. I've got 4 hours still on that meal, but whatever. I'm not gonna fucking sweat it over that. Oh, son of a bitch. This won't override it. So I've got to force a seafood on it. There. I mean, we could have gathered with the stone tail, but... Fucking hate that all foods don't override each other if that's the case. Sheep. Okay. Let's grab our gear. There we go. All right. Pop the buff, get the life EXP, the gathering EXP, and go ahead and turn that on. She's not online, so we can't do guild quests, motherfucker. Alright. Well, so much for that. Man, it's been a hot minute since we've been on the Dracania. Also, I'm like 90% sure I've got my life crystals on. Yeah. From her doing all the training, I would figure she would have it. I think this is actually the first blood gathering we've done too since the changes. We've done saps so far, but this is the first blood. Okay. Alright, that's good to know too. We're getting more black gems than I thought I remember seeing, but maybe Bloods did have more gems in it. With this mini game, we've actually got a pretty decent shot at this being taking back the spot for the best money per hour that I had in gathering to actually beat Caphras, which is kind of wild to think. She's kind of a waste here with that AoE and her distance gaining. Because, like, I haven't even done the fun sauce of her yet. The actual, like, lunge. Because we haven't needed it. Well, not that, but the... Where the shit is it? There it is. It's the jump and then dash. I knew it was around there somewhere. So we're gonna look at I think it was after 4,000 sharps we were gonna do a few taps on the alchemy stone. So that'll probably be tomorrow. Should be getting in that range by then. It also depends on if we get a 20 crack on a golden keys. We get one of those, we're in better shape, so I'll keep an eye out on that. I was gonna say, I think I got all of them. That's just the rock. I know we're getting close to like 7,000 to 8,000 of the event currency already. You know, something I was thinking about is talking about looking at getting into Node War. I would have no idea who would actually go out into Node War with. Because, like, I think about what our team comps are, and we don't have Zerkers, so that's gonna be hard tower defense. We don't have Strikers, that's gonna be hard tower defense and front line. We don't have Valkyries and Mystics, so there's poor frontline defense. We don't have... I don't think we got Wizards. How would we pull this off? So you need something that can grab ass, because you're gonna get absolutely fucking rolled on grabs. You have to... I don't think I could build the wizard tanky enough, because I don't have the Kadri rings anymore. I don't have the DP dagger anymore. Like, so I couldn't build him hybrid damage. Plus, there's hard caps now, so like I can only get him so tanky. I could bring out the mistake, but again, you can only get her so tanky that it wouldn't matter. Like, I can meme build the shit out of it all I want, and it's still gonna not be enough because of how the caps work. I mean, the Valkyrie could go out, but I can only do so much in that regard. The Seraph, I mean, I could bomb somebody, and it'd be fucking disgusting, but... I could bomb a ball with the Seraph. I couldn't really... I mean, I could 1v1 probably with Dracania pretty well. But you're not 1v1ing shit in a Node War. I could Guardian carry. I mean, I could go out in a wheelchair and just pray to blow shit up from a distance. I just don't know how her ball killing ability is. I could do the unthinkable and roll a Dark Knight, but trying to lead with a Dark Knight is like fucking retardedly stupid. You'll get blown up in 2 seconds. I think ninjas and kunas are worthless. I mean, they're assassins. They go out, they blow random shit up, but they can't Zerg, which is what you're gonna need at a tower to take it down. I also need to level up that fucking Trina axe if we're gonna actually consider this. Get that shit Ted again. Because we've got the double CTGs. As long as we haven't blown them that day, you can do 2 Command and Gathers. So you just gotta wipe once, and then you can CTG. I'm not confident enough in the Warrior to bring that out. The Ranger is gonna get absolutely popped like a zit if I try to take that out. Like, sure, I could gank with that, but that's not gonna win you a Node War. God, like the only one I actually feel semi-confident in is the wizard, but I don't have the meme build I get to run with him. The Rosar dagger, the Kadri rings, and have him still smoking AP too. But again, hard caps, so it's like you're within a range that you're just not escaping. So there's like most of the meme you can't like overbuild to make it work. Crystals are a thing too. That's gotta start thinking human damage. Resists. So you gotta you're gonna have to resist probably, I think the only one you can legally go after is probably knockdown. So that you don't get down smashed. Stun, stiffness, freezing. Wouldn't try that. Getting floated. There's enough classes that can float you, but in balls, I wouldn't be worried about floats. I'd be worried about the down smash. Back attacks. You're just going to do your best. God, I might have to go bring the Wiztard out for that. I'm a wizard. You're a real wizard, Harry. Like, I feel like it needs to be something with a Q block. Like a good Q block, not just some fucking, hey, let me just back up and block shit. No, I mean an actual guard. So, I mean, that basically limits me to Seraph, Valkyrie, Warrior, Dracania. We're not going to talk about the Maywad. That doesn't count. The Dark Knight doesn't count. Like, that... The glass cannon classes can't count. And then a part of me is like, just Zerker to win. Just go in and manhandle him. But it's been so long since I played Zerker. I don't feel like that's viable. I mean, Zerkers are great. Fucking grab, and kill, grab. I refuse to grab the wheelchair of Stroker. We can always just get a Stroker out there. God, if we could get Aranon on her Mystic. I'll let her be the hands and the feet. She can go do all that shit all day long. Honestly, I'd probably just try to do it on the Guardian. Go Succession Guardian. Because she's got that axe throw that's like... What, like 70% slow if you can land all 3 axes on somebody? She's got the invulnerable buff as long as you can hold it. I don't even know anymore. I mean, there's so much shit you gotta deal with now. I wouldn't take Deadeye out. I wouldn't take Megu or Wusa. I mean, you could meme on Shy, but Shy's only gonna take you so far. I mean, what are you gonna do? Bring out Battle Midget or some shit? Who else am I missing? Dosa is not good enough for frontline. And I keep kind of coming back to my brain keeps wanting to say like a hybrid Valkyrie. Like, she's got enough damage, but she's also tanky enough to... But the thing that I noticed while I was running around on her is that they've slowed that heal down drastically. So that feels like that's going to get fucked over. Which then makes me go think, okay, do I go DP Wiztard? But he'd get popped by some of the new poking classes. God, I'd actually have to get good at playing Guardian again. I don't think I could do it on Seraph. Because there's so much wind-up in the kit for a fight like that. Grinding, the wind-up's fine. Maybe we could do Draconian. I just suck it up. I mean, this way she's got the grab, she's got the Q block. She's... Now there's too many weak spots in her kit. I mean, like, most group leaders in PvP were warriors. Awakened warriors. So maybe you could get away with the Seraph then? My worry is the Pergatum thing. Like, switching back and forth between that. It's not like Warrior where it was just you were always fucking Chungus. Which makes me kind of go back to Awakened Valkyrie. Like, you could probably do some shit with that. I don't know. I'll worry about it when the time comes. Almost done. 3 energy left. Unless we get one of those 10 pops. Nope, we're done. Alright. Damn, 40 minutes. I fucking flushed through that energy. Alright. Life skilling, Foxblood, Forest of Seclusion. Add. That I did in 0.40 minutes. 700 energy. All right, we pulled out 15,122 of those. 728. 846. Black gems 375. Sharps 36. Spirit powder 132. Caphras will get on the next page. 116 from this. Fruits, we didn't get any. Deep hoop fruit 4. Leela's petal 6. None of that, none of that. 6 of those. No artifacts, no chest, none of that. And then we got 56 of you. And we got 2 Caphras. $1.6 or 1 billion Really? Damn. Fuck, really? I lost 800 mil an hour? Damn. Yeah, she had all of her shit on, so it's not like I didn't have my shit. I also blew through my energy fucking in 40 minutes. Oops. I need to go to storage first. Hello there. Alright. How's it going?
Dying slowly.
That's not good. Die faster.
Just give me a moment. I'll die quicker.
Alright.
Much better.
Alright, so we got that done. Let's take all this junkola off. Put that on. Alright, so we've done the... So how's the stars and citizens?
It is fucking broken on this patch.
Good
Can't even
broken or
play it.
bad? Oh, bad broken.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I can't dock with the big ships. Not a big deal to me because I'm not used to it, so maybe I just don't know how to necessarily dock.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like, you know how like in space games you'd want to like dock with another ship, and it would have like a port that might like extend out or something like that, and then dock with another ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have that with docking with space stations with ships that are bigger than the hangars that exist there.
Okay.
Because you have 4 different sizes of hangars, and when a ship is an extra large, it has to dock manually.
Okay.
You can dock it auto, but it just doesn't, for whatever reason, it doesn't necessarily work. So it took me like 20 minutes to dock the fucker. Which is cool. I am not mad. I was just testing it. I ain't never played with such a big ship.
First
But-
time.
Right. I wasn't mad, and the cool part is that ship actually has enough space to put my other ships that I normally use in it.
Damn.
And you can use it for free for 2 days. You just have to go back to the event spot and go to the terminal and re-rent the ship. So that's cool. And it comes with a whole bunch of space. So if I want to, I can go make money right now. Only issue is I can't get any contracts. The contracts aren't working. Like when you go to collect a mission or something, it just doesn't like accept it.
Weird.
So the missions aren't working at all. Which sucks because then you can't get blueprints, you can't get cool stuff, you can't make enough money to, without contracts, you can't make like enough money to get into buying and selling commodities just raw.
Okay.
Because you have to have a little bit of capital, you know, if you want to go buy something and then sell it for a noticeable profit.
Yeah.
Because in most things in the game, sometimes, like for instance, if one thing's worth 5,000 silver per se
Yep.
at one station. Well, at another station, the most it might go up to is maybe 6,000 silver. And say you had to buy it for about 2,000 or 3,000 silver.
Okay.
Because that's generally what you find a lot of random commodities in game for.
Yeah.
But there's some commodities that are a lot more expensive than that. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You still have to have, capital to go back and forth to be able to get it done in the first place. So, other than that, it's running fucking smooth though.
I mean, that's always good.
I ain't mad. It running smooth and let me play, and it let me keep my event items from stuff that I worked really hard to get. So I'm not mad.
That's good.
So I got to keep a full set of armor and Halloween helmet and some paints for some cool ships.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Okay. That's
Can't
unfortunate.
fucking do nothing, right?
That's actually unfortunate.
Yeah, but just like what they were saying today on a live stream, they're saying when they put it to live, it didn't necessarily act like it was going to do that at first. And so when they were doing it on the test server, that didn't necessarily happen.
Okay.
But now they found out the data within enough time, so they're going to try to hot fix it hopefully by next week.
That's good.
Because they were just doing some live stream where they were like showing like the in and outs of some of the new ships that were allowed to go right now for free or whatever for the 2 days or every 2 days.
Yeah.
And they were just showing how to use them, and one of them like it has like a command module that like, do you remember Star Trek Voyager?
Barely.
How it had like a command module and it could split from the main ship. Or maybe that was Next Generation.
Yeah, I'm not actually 100% sure.
Fuck, I don't know. Well, either way,
Oh shit, she doesn't have the dashy dash dash in the Awakening. Fuck. Oh well, I'll
Who?
just have the Meiwa. This one is the one that I power leveled to go do shit on, and I haven't done any of the Awakening quests on the power leveled ones.
Ooh. Well, Awakening used to be faster than Secession, but they made them equal now. And if your attack speed if you got attack speed buffs, then you can make that dash even faster.
I mean, it's fine. I just need something to kill trolls with.
Feeling on that.
Just needs to be able to kill trolls. Go to the stable here. We'll get the horse summoned.
So in that big ship that I was having a problem docking in,
Mm-hmm.
it has in one of the recreation rooms, it has like a little nook cranny thing that you can sit in.
Mm-hmm.
It has like a table and some chairs around it.
That's
It has
cool.
a chess game that you can physically move the pieces and pick them up and put them in your pocket or
Oh,
put them
shit.
back on the board and actually play chess with. Weirdly enough,
That's cool.
I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, man, you could actually spend a little bit of time actually in this recreation room. And then it has like a pool table they were talking like they're just gonna try to make it like the pool table games, but they haven't been able to get it to work correctly on Star Citizen quite yet. So the pool tables aren't useful quite yet, but they're there.
They're there. That's all that matters. Start.
Yeah. But like that one ship I was in, the Polaris, it's got 8 rooms. 8 rooms
Jeez.
just for other people.
That's one you go play with your friends with.
Yeah, I guess it's meant for like a big guild because it's got 8 rooms alone just on the one level and then another 8 on the second level.
Damn.
And it's got turrets top and bottom, and it requires 2 drivers. You can drive it with 1 person, but it does require 2.
Okay.
Because all you can do is just literally fly it. You can't do any of the functions. You can't open up doors. You can't like necessarily manage power in the pilot seat. You have to
Okay.
be in the co-pilot seat. So it makes you want to have like, friends with you and stuff,
Yeah.
which is cool. That's cool. I was just shook because I've never been in such a damn big ship. They haven't allowed us to rent those big ships yet. They haven't allowed us to. We could make them by like with a quest,
Mm-hmm.
and then once you make them with that quest, it's permanently in your account, like it never leaves.
Okay.
Because those were apparently the only ships that stayed in people's accounts, other than what they actually bought with real life money,
Yeah.
which is cool because those ships take a while to earn. The one ship I was in was a Corvette Capital class style ship,
Okay.
so it's a big boy. I just hope that they fix the problems and it'll be all right. Because
Yeah.
without the contract, you basically lose your loop of gameplay that you kind of want to do.
That sucks.
Because without the contracts, for instance, like if you go to try to do PvE, like trying to do like a mission where you go to kill stuff, or you go to like raid a bunker or something like that,
Yeah.
it won't spawn unless the contract has been accepted.
Wait, I got 16 Blackstones? It didn't tell me about Blackstones on my shit.
Blackstones.
Oh, this is the official one, so I can't even edit this one. Fuck. Hold on. Blood spots, forced seclusion. Yeah, this is an official thing, so I can't edit it to add the Blackstones, because I got 16 Blackstones doing the killing it. And I mean, that's 2 million. Oh well. Troll blood.
Well,
What are we up to in sharps, by the way? Let's see here. 4,100, so I do have 10 clicks.
damn, yeah, you should do that, honestly. Because you never know, you could honestly get it within 10 clicks type thing, you know?
You think I'm gonna get lucky in 10 clicks, you fucking...
No, I actually don't. But what I'm saying is the odds are in your favor at least 10 clicks.
At 1% per click? Yeah, the odds are totally in my favor.
Not really. But
Odds of joining the
now that you
Hunger
say it
Games
like
at that
that,
point.
I was gonna say at that point, no. Because
It's
if
like-
it's 1%, no.
Because the other one was 3%.
Yeah. But at 1%, no. No. You'd have to basically do the 100 clicks. Or 50 clicks, at the very least.
Yeah, well,
But
we
10
might.
clicks would at least give it an option to try.
Yeah. It'll think about it once. I'm sure.
Oof.
All right. Let's turn on our alchemy stone. And turn that shit on. And now time to shake. Hold on. Does the horse get attacked down here? I can't remember.
Not until like past 30 or 40. Got to be in that area region. Level ish.
It's level 31.
No, I don't know. I would say in theory it should.
Oh, it's getting attacked.
Oh, well then it has to be the same level as trolls. Level 40 something. My level 51, I don't think gets attacked by them.
I'll just put it down here. Shit, she needs weapons. Instead of this fucking rusty ass blade.
Left click, right click, clicks your friend.
That's the one I was trying to remember which one it was.
Yeah, that's the one that just you could do that all day and yeah, you just hold down left click and right click and it'll sit there and do a thing. But I don't think it does it necessarily until it's prime or
Yeah, I don't have.
absolute.
I've got the absolute.
And spacebar is your other one that allows you to just kind of use it away. And spacebar will just kind of launch and do things. After you do a hit or dash.
Okay. Okay.
It'll kind of just launch you forward.
Yeah.
Guess it doesn't necessarily has the absolute one, but yeah, the when it was the prime one, it kind of pushes you forward a little bit. Cause I use it when I'm when I'm overweight. That along with Shift E, Shift E will kind of toss you forward like you're throwing an arrow and it's grappling to them.
Okay.
Maybe it's 40.
That was shifty I was doing. But forward E is.
The arrow grapple.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. Shift E is basically useless. I can give stamina or mana. One of the two. I know I don't use it because it's not her class buff.
Yeah. It was for when you were getting chased a lot was like the go-to reason to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it gives you what, super armor or something. Yeah, I don't use it enough, so I don't know. Yeah, I might have to look. So yeah, so the big play, so the play with having a big ship in Star Citizen as a single player though, is doing stuff like mining. Because a
Okay.
mining ship can fit in the ship.
Okay.
And so you can use it as like a place of you basically take like you could buy extra pods for mining and you just fill up those pods and then roll into the hangar of your ship, unequip those pods and then equip your extra pods that are empty, and that allows you to stay out in the field for way longer.
Okay.
Because in a lot of cases it takes time to travel, and the refineries are not necessarily at the main spots, so it takes at least 15 minutes to get to the refineries sometimes, depending on where you're at, or
Okay.
more. So you kind of want that kind of amount of space to just be able to be like, oh, well, I can fly into my ship and be totally safe because it's a capital ship. It needs another capital ship to take it out.
Got it.
Like, yeah, you could have a swarm of bees attacking a bear, but you think it's going to affect that bear?
No.
No, not really. So that's what people's been trying to do with these capital ships. Like they'll take like 50 or 60 fighters and they can blow them up, but it takes a lot of precision and too much coordination that most people just don't have right now.
Makes sense.
So right now the meta, just because that meta just changed with the update, the capital ships have to be blown up with other capital ships. Meaning you're basically safe in space in a capital ship at all times, as long as you lock the doors.
So the
Don't
boogeyman
forget
doesn't
to
come
lock
in.
the doors. Ooh. I guess I'll go cause more mayhem for 4 more matches on AOS.
Doing Maywa shenanigans.
Mm.
So do you have any, like, outside the Guardian, do you have, like, any other alts that you've played? Or is it just pretty much been...
I've technically played them all.
Okay.
What I was more comfortable with was like Guardian, Ninja. I like the Wusa. Wusa's pretty cool. He's easy.
Okay.
And I enjoy the... There's one more I kind of enjoy, but I don't know. Sarah's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the Draconia. Oh, Hashashin's my other person I can truly fuck shit up with.
Okay.
I like the Awakened Hashashin a lot. Which reminds me, I need to tag his punk ass because I think he's on rotation right now, isn't he?
I believe it's that and Dosa D's Nuts.
Or is it Dosa and Lon?
Oh, it might be Lon. It might be Lon now that you mention it.
I just have to remind myself in AOS to keep up my red blade stuff, which gives me all AP plus 24 for 30 seconds.
Easy buff.
It is easy. I just have to keep up my 3 attacks. Have to do my 3 attacks at the start, and then every 30 seconds I could just, keep the buff up. Already out of fucking arrows. Hey, what the? Bee, bitch. Run! Oh no. They got me on the ground again. No, no. Run! Oh, I killed somebody. Run!
Nice.
That's what they get for fucking around. Oh, they got me on the ground, but I got somebody else on the ground. Oh. Oh, the damn. Oh, I'm dead. Dead bitch.
I use on my monitor.
And just don't rub your monitor with the edges. Here, let me fold it for you.
So where is the spray bottle? Oh wait, I don't want
It's on the table up there, the white one, at the corner. Yeah, just don't use the edges and you won't scratch with the microfiber. You'll be alright. Also, don't rub hard. Microfiber is like a couple thousand grit, so be careful. No, I think you can do it again. Or I think you can learn. I think you'll be alright, big boy. Hey, we won that one. Sweet.
Nice.
Wasn't a total loss. Just because I died doesn't mean necessarily too much, because I will use myself as bait if need be. Because the fools always go for me every time.
Because you're the fast,
Especially if they
annoying.
learn that I can kill them. Huh?
So that's also because you're fast as shit, and they don't want you coming up behind them and popping them real quick.
Yeah, I will absolutely catch them with their pants down if need be. The question is why the hell does somebody just play to the charge like that? Damn, I missed that. Oh, I'm on the ground. I'm gonna have to be. That's the stupid part, because you only get one a fucking match of those.
Aaron's on. Nice. I can do guild quests for the moment.
Oh, I'm on the ground. I'm gonna die. Nope. No, wait. There's not enough of them. Weak. Oh, that hurt him bad. That one skill hurt him so bad. And that's how we get him on the ground again. I forgot that holding the shift button does do a floating, but a floating turns into a knockdown, doesn't it?
Not actually
or
sure.
something like that. Because I swear you end up on the ground one way or another too much. Well, I don't see us losing this one. So maybe I'll actually become not a beginner fighter after losing like 20 in a row.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that was what happened when AOS first came out again. It just didn't. I didn't have any fucking luck at all, and kept on getting screwed with the way that people were playing. It just wasn't working. And then on top of the fact that realizing that they made it to where I have to play it as a degenerate, where the last time I didn't have to worry about that because the defense wasn't a problem.
Makes
I
sense.
killed that motherfucker. I got a kill on that one. Fuck yo couch. Oh, I got the second kill. And he's on the ground. I can hold my own against a Mystic. They can't hurt me.
You've got just enough poke to keep them away from you, but they grab you, and it's GG.
Yeah, it's they do a grab. It's instant. It's instant. Go hit the V and get the fuck away.
Just make sure the only thing I'm doing is bringing the clock with us and locking it down, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's my thought.
Just like a squirt, a squirt, a click, a click. One click is fine. All you need is just to be dampened enough to get the thing, and then you wipe it with the opposite side. It should be good enough with the microfiber. I don't know how you get your screen so dirty, but I'm not gonna talk about that. What did I get 1,000 crowns for?
No
Is it
idea.
just because I just
Kind of like that.
Really? Third win 30 ranked Slayer matches.
Nice.
Okay.
Kronz can't even pull my ass to go do that.
Well, I mean, there is 3,000 worth of crowns in it.
Still can't get me to do it. There is not enough bait in this world to get me to go do that. You could tell me there'd be a micro Kini that damn near has full nipple barely nipple coverage, and I still wouldn't fucking go do it. You could tell me it would give me all treasures at the very end, and I still wouldn't fucking do it. I'd rather go grind in history until my freaking eyes bleed than...
So you saying you don't want to win 2,000 matches?
Fuck no.
Is what you're trying to tell me.
No.
Because I don't want to do it either. You end up doing it.
It sounds like going to sleep.
It is.
The hardest decisions require the strongest wills.
And I'm up for it.
Oh, well, at least I'm on a win streak. Okay, yeah, at least I'm getting a couple kills. One of them I actually got 4 kills. I'm not mad about that. And then another one I actually got 4 and died 0. Let's go.
Nice.
See, I know how to fucking PvP. It's just my class is rooting against me.
It is making every step of the way harder for you.
But she's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. When she's going, she's going.
And this is why they say speed isn't everything.
No. Even though in some games I had this one character in this one last game, Dark Age Camelot. All he did was attack fast
And attack
had-
faster.
and he dodged and parried everything. You couldn't touch the man. Shit was hilarious. Sure, you can mez me. Sure, you can stun me. But you have to kill me in that time. Otherwise, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna wreck you in like 20 hits or more. Just real zap zap zap. Good times. Pure Shield Blade Master. That motherfucker made people feel bad. That's a worse. That was a worse. And it was such a weird combo.
But it worked.
I never
But it
played
did work.
Camelot.
Yeah, Dark Age Camelot was good. It was a good one, man. Good one.
I heard
A
people
lot of
talk
games
about it.
modeled their shit.
Oh, I would imagine.
Well, it still makes me tremble in my boots just thinking about it to the very day.
Damn.
Because the PvP was quite balanced, and it had like you could say it that technically it had more classes than Black Desert Online. Because no class or side was technically similar, even though they had their counterparts or whatever. They had their like a warrior had like a hero, and the hero had like a paladin.
Yeah.
So you could say that there was versions of themselves that was similar, but they all used different weapons. They all used different type of armors. So necessarily, even though they were they were full tanks, but they were different styles of tank.
Gotcha.
Capture things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but that's where it shines over BDOs. Like where BDO, yeah, you can build a fort and yeah, you can blow it up, but it's not necessarily the same.
No, and they've changed how the building stuff goes now, so it's way different from when I last did it.
Yeah, they've been changing that kind of a lot lately. I mean, hell, it was just patch not that long ago they changed it. Tick is happy as a done. Jump down the hole. Oh yeah, so someone said that you can lay in a bed and then log out of that character. Is that what?
Yep. That's what Ark was saying.
I'm
But
gonna
I
fucking try
swore that didn't work.
Let me fucking try that shit, cause I don't know about that one either.
And you can read a
I don't
bookshelf,
under-
is what he's saying, all at the same time.
Can't you not move when you're at the bookshelf?
It sounds like you read it from the bed.
Like if you have a bookshelf near the bed?
I have no idea how he's doing it. It sounds like he has the bookshelf by the bed. He gets in the bed, gets the buff for being in bed, and then tries to read the bookshelf.
You fucking tried that. Try that craziness. Because I have one actually located near a bed. Thinking about it now. And this Mahasha Sheen, he needs a little bit of energy. So let's go visit the homestead. Oof. Yeah, I almost kind of wish that they had zones for PvP per se, not necessarily how they have it now.
So more
I
like World of
almost more wish,
Warcraft, where it was go to this
huh?
zone, like World of Warcraft, go to this zone and do PvP.
Almost, but World of Warcraft took that idea from Dark Age of Camelot. Dark Age of Camelot had this zone called Frontiers.
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong. So there's 3 sides in the game: Albion, Hibernia, and Midgard. But they all can't necessarily visit each other, even though there was ways to do so. But a guard would usually kill your ass before trying.
Okay.
But there was a zone where technically the 3 sides shared, and it was called Frontiers. And you basically had 9 castles per side. 9 castles? And like 3 towers per castle. And these keeps and castles could be taken down pretty hardcorely, like, walls taken out and
Yeah,
doors
so it's
taken
starting to
out,
sound more
and
like
you
Cyrodiil
can install
sieges.
like implements and stuff on it, and
Starting to sound
pretty
like doing
cool.
keeps and sieges over in Cyrodiil and Elder Scrolls. Trying to get the
Well,
scrolls.
that's the funny part, because Dark Age of Camelot did that in like 99. And that's why a lot of people copied it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was just it just worked. Hey, there's a freaking bookshelf right there. Okay, use that. Okay, I'm laying. Now what?
Supposedly, like, roll over with your cursor to it and activate reading the bookshelf and then sign off.
No, well, unfortunately, that don't work here.
Hmm.
And I have the I have the whatever turned on to where I can just activate stuff, but it's not allowing me to.
Read the bookshelf? Then I don't know how he's doing it.
I'll send you a screenshot because I sent you of like my cursor over it while in the bed. Oh fuck the damn. Stand. Sent.
Hmm. Weird.
Because it's not showing up, and I know that that's a bookshelf, and there's another bookshelf right next to it. It's the Veils bookshelf. So what the hell?
Ark would have to kind of give us the TLDR on how he did it.
Because this one's like, does it have to be like right on the damn bed?
I have no idea. He didn't say.
'Cause that's pretty damn close.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's within what I would have thought would have been within range.
That's why I was like, wait, I have a spot in my granny house that has a freaking bookshelf like basically next to it. And this character is like lowish on energy. So much stuff. Yeah, but I don't think you could log out and still gain that energy, can you?
That's what he's saying. That he keeps it in the bed. Again, I thought it stood you up the second you logged out.
Oh, let me try. Because he had 118, and it gives you like what +1 every couple minutes.
One every hour when it's when you're logged off.
But on the bed,
Yeah, it would do +1 of whatever it is. Your total regen +1. Add one more. So, like, if you were wearing Yawning Hedgehog, you would have that already as a tick. Then you would have the tick from the bed. You'd have the tick from the Commissal of Blessing. Tick from furniture. Like, if you had a furniture buff that had energy recovery on it. The ticks from the, like, the event foods and stuff.
So in theory, with the Camisylve, that's +2. Bed's +1. So +4.
Yeah.
Without no buffs. I mean, he's already at 124. Maybe I'm crazy. He was at 118, I thought. What the hell? But if I log back to him, he should stand right up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll pay attention. Dang it. I have to buy more Donna potions. Damn it.
You chugging through them.
Yeah, I do that. I don't buy hundreds, I just buy enough to like do a couple of hours at a time.
I mean, that's
And I
fair.
swear I buy enough, but I'm like, damn it. I keep buying more instead.
4 per hour.
24 this time. How about that? How about that? Grab 4, grab 3.
Where are you going, Orbita? Or Ethereum?
I kind of want to go Orbita because it seems like it drops the enhancement stones a little easier. And I kind of want the silent gloves to pop off
Makes sense.
for free anyway. Even though if I have to make the damn stone, I have to spend 100 shards to make it.
Yeah.
Which means that's like 2.5 hours in theory at Darkseekers.
Yes.
Because I can't kill. Let's see if the end game spot has. That one technically doesn't. But the other 2 end game spots does have sealed black magics, which is Star's End and Sakraya Lower. And we ain't there yet, man. We ain't there yet.
Nope. Oh, it did the math today. I have to get all Nav to be able to do Nymphomir's Castle weekly.
Yeah.
All Nav accessories just to do that weekly. That's fucking wild.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm at 369 AP, right?
Yeah, you're just
And
right
I
under it.
need- But yeah, I need at least what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to basically roulette upgrade on the accessories, and then still bump one more up to Oct. Or
Just get lucky.
I'd have to bump them all up to Oct and try to push one up to Nove without pumping up my sword. But the sword's gonna give me +2, so, and I'm only 6 away from that.
Makes sense. That could be an option.
6 attempts on the sword right now.
Damn, I've done 11 quests already today.
8. It's 8. 11 quests?
Yep. And I couldn't do any quests during the last hour with the Dracania because nobody was on. Or not enough was on, so I couldn't do it with the when I was doing the gathering with the Dracania, or else I could have probably knocked out another 4 or 5.
It's ridiculous. Man, I gotta keep doing attempts on my stupid sword. This is killing me. It's killing my soul. I just need to buy it. I got a few attempts with
See,
the money I got.
And that's
might as
why
well.
my brain wants to focus in on getting the accessories done, and then this way, the accessories I'm limited by monstrous amounts of, like, it's a lot of crons to do one. So it means at that point I would be bringing my. It's cheaper for me to bring my weapons up for AP
To a
than.
certain point.
But hammers, every time you get a hammer, great, cool. Then the accessory gets tapped.
Yeah. That's
And
true.
then if you feel like tapping accessories one day, because fuck it, tap accessory.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of how I was gonna feel or do with the knob accessories. Once I get the other 5 up that high. Oh, what the? Transferred it to the central market, not from stupid ass. Wrong button. Quick. Buy 3,100. I don't give a fuck. That's almost 2 clicks. I'm so close on the sword, I just have to keep pushing. And I don't necessarily make money from life skilling unless I do it like what you said is I'd have to turn it into something.
Yep. It's like you can do the raw mat value, which is fine. It's got something, but it's not.
Necessarily the same.
Yeah. At that point, you're probably better off like hunting. You're better off, or not hunting, but sniping and shit like that. Or right now, tanning.
Yeah, tanning is stupid, dude. It's so dumb. Just from the sharps alone.
And shockingly, that didn't get fixed or tweaked in the global labs.
I wonder why.
It may be just in the patch notes, because not everything that's on global labs ends up on the
True.
patch anyway, so.
That's true. I tell everybody that.
But the Sacred Global Labs said so. Okay.
Well, okay. I'm glad you believe in their test server as the end all be all. I know I wouldn't believe in such stupidity. Yeah, so unfortunately, until I get some of that stuff built up, I'd have to keep investing in contribution points and keep investing in the other nodes and more workers.
Workers are definitely a long-term goal.
I just have to contemplate how I'm going to be able to do it without going to the extreme like you did and having to actually spend money.
You just can't really do cooking and alchemy, is what it really comes down to. So, all right, not that there's a ton of points that I have in the cooking shit, but like you probably wouldn't be as trade crate focused in certain things. Because, like, you got to remember, I've got over 100 points in Valencia just for trade crates out of my 500.
That's what I'm saying. You got a shit ton just there. Yeah, I've got 400 Supreme Hides right now. Guess that's something. Huh, I have an extra 1,000 traces there. Great. At least I have 10,000 of it laying around.
10,000 traces?
Yeah. What about Spirit Leaf? Clearly, that's not how I think it's spelled. Well, yeah, some from the workers. I may or may not have burnt some of it up last time doing potions.
It all depends on what you're crafting is where that really gets burned. Because there's a lot of recipes that don't use it, and there's some that do.
Letty? Letty? No, okay.
40 energy left.
Sap. I'm gonna have to start moving this sap around to where it needs to be. What's the Thornwood sap for?
Thornwood sap isn't very well used. There's a few elixirs that work. I believe it's labor or mastery that uses Thornwood. But like Thornwood sap doesn't quite have a gigantic use yet, at least not in the major money-making pipelines. Valuable to hang on to because if they do add something to it, it is great to go ahead and have a stash built up. But right now, long term, it's I think the labor potion and the mastery I think is what it is because a lot of that came up with the Odalita region.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the sap you need to absolutely make sure you are collecting is ash sap. That's the one that has to be collected because there's only one node in the game. If you're not collecting it, you need to be on it now, and you need to get a giant on it as soon as possible.
Yeah, I haven't, and I haven't even touched. I have a person, I guess, getting ash wood. Damn it! I was just in the story.
Okay, we're done. 1 hour.
Ash. Yeah, I've got ash sap being collected.
Okay.
And it must be going to Port Euphoria, so that's where it's at. You're
Alright.
saying there's only a handful of nodes for ash?
There's only one ash
Or
node in
only-
the game for ash sap. And it's
Oh, fuck.
Ewa's Hill.
The hell?
It's right there. It's a Valia node.
Motherfucker. Eva.
Alright. Troll blood. So we did
Oh,
0, 5, 700. We got 14601. Spirit powder 3, 720. 247.
son of a-
91. 30. We'll get to that in a minute. Traces 91. None of those. 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 Nope. Nope. And 76.
Whole lot of nodes.
So 1 billion again on Bloods. Feels like Bloods are getting worse.
Every day?
No, like they're like. Well, no, I did 1,900,000,000. No, never mind. I guess it really is about the same. Yeah, Bloods are about the same.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, let's see. Guild storage, pop this in. Store, 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 store. Put this in here. All right, next character.
Hmm.
Okay, who are we gonna use next?
What the fuck? Oh lordy. Activation. What the? Proceeding now.
Let's also update the list. Serendia Glish. Troll Blood is now 46 1 or 5 46 515. I got 25,000 more, so I need at least 2 more gatherings of this. Deer Blood and Fox Blood. Let's see here. Fox Blood is now at 21,669. I need 14,000 of that, so I need 1 more of that. Let's do... Let's do... one more round of Fox. So who is in Valia that we can use? No one?
Skip.
Yeah, see, I've got so many of these over here at Bear ready to go.
Yep, you sure do. Cyclops land.
Yeah, the Shy's over. She's just standing outside of it. That's why she's there. I need to go ahead and move her to Hakoven. Let me do that. Move you to Hakoven. Y'all are there to go do timber is what I moved y'all out there for.
Yeah.
You've got trade buffs. Y'all are for the next round of Elder Tree's Timber. Can't pull you because you've got all the cake buffs and shit for hunting.
Son of a bee snatch. Ew. She could go hunting.
I'll take
Wherever you
the.
want to go.
I'll take the
Huh?
whatchamacallit, fucking stupid whatever the fuck this class
Motherfuck?
is. The
Fucking Deadeye.
thank you. Brain was like not wanting to come up with whatever the class name was. I was like, kept wanting to say Gunner. I'm like, that's not it.
It's not the gunner. It's not the gunslinger like I called her.
Deadeye.
Deadeye. We gonna grab one of those. I guess we go grab one of them. Gonna use one of those. What else do I feel like using? Oh yeah, all this shit.
All right. Let's bring the Pegasus over here. Go and take out the donkey. Oh shit, she's got all this fucking shit in here.
Of course. Of course, of course. Of course, you got too much shit.
It's full boss gears, a Capocia necklace, and a Petruchio's pocket watch.
You're like, don't worry, I'll find a way to store this.
I got a place for shit like that. I got a place for that shit since shit existed. It's all been in here.
With room to spare.
Mm-hmm. With room to spare. I mean, eventually I'm just gonna blow up most of these Capocia shits at this point.
Yeah. Blow 'em the fuck up.
Well, I got a
Up and
pocket
go,
watch,
okay,
so
bye-bye.
that's nice. So that means an instant 61 on somebody.
Mm.
Yeah, this is the only one I actually have. Okay. Noted.
Where's he? Where is Jew? Well, it's got the where's he here? Oh shit.
Okay. Grab the shite from you.
The sheet. Aha. I don't make them like this anymore. I don't even know if you could find these kind of tier 6s out in the wild. What the hell?
Which one?
This one's a rare black main. It almost looks like a tier 7, but it's not. It's
Hmm.
tier 6.
Yeah, look at so. What should they help?
Yeah, I mean, this one physically looks like a goddamn a 7 or better, but it's in reality, it's actually not. I don't fucking know what breed it is.
All right.
Ask me like I know or something. Oh, wrong one. Delete message.
It's okay. You delete your homework folder. It's fine.
There's homework folders?
Yeah, you didn't know about those? Just happens to be somewhere around, like 50, 60 gigabytes randomly. From all the homework and research. Cough.
People do that?
People have done that.
That's called being extra. That's really called being extra.
The homework folder. I saw somebody's homework folder that was like 150 gigabytes, and I'm like,
Stop.
sir. And it was categorized by type and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, you should tell them that, there's things like grass outside. Oh, that's the type.
Yeah, that's a T6.
Yeah.
That should have been a
That's a
T7.
T6.
Damn. Say that should be a T7. That should have been a T7.
But that's not the kind of data we're talking about. I know you're old. That's why I'm not gonna tell you what the fuck we're talking about.
Well, if that didn't just give it away.
Yet give it away, so I think we're good.
You're a bitch crying? Don't worry about it.
Dad. No need to get hostile around here.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's actually a tier 7. Or tier 6, sorry.
Wow, interesting.
I don't know a breed, coat breed 16. Where'd you? Oh, breed 16. Okay. It's got to be rare because usually when you see the bushy tail and the bushy manes, it's a 7 or better.
Yeah.
Yep, nope, I don't keep no homework folders. I can't ever say I actually did that, and I've had computers my whole life. Never had the actual need to keep porn because I've had internet the whole time. So what's the point, right? Like, why am I keeping it? What's the point?
There was one friend of mine who actually had every Dojin like to mankind sorted by categories too. Because he saved him because he's like, this shit fucking comes off the internet all the damn time. So he says he wanted to make sure he had every single version. I'm like, bro, like how many is that? He's like, 500,000. I'm like, a 500,000.
He needs to chill.
Damn.
Yeah. I was about to say I'm not gonna lie, I have seen it on other people's computers for sure. Don't know why. I get it. But I ain't the one to do it.
Dude, she can't hit shit with her skills. She's fucking terrible at gathering.
You don't say.
Damn, I thought the Meiwa was bad with fucking that shit that I was dealing with.
Mm.
I mean, nothing's gonna be as easy as Draconia's little AoE splat. because
You weren't wrong.
it's just such a quick little animation to AoE everything around you.
Dude. Oh, wrong one.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
Mm. It's also why using the shy is actually nice for gathering.
Because the Florang.
Yeah, they have that one skill, it just zaps them in.
Valkyrie is great because of the suck skill, where it'll vacuum shit
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
Go up to Sheep Mountain, drop that skill, and fucking like 50 sheep are in right in the center, and you're like, yes.
Done.
That's how we do it around here. God, like they're actually bringing her brother to the game. Damn.
That's funny. I do wonder what he's gonna be like or what he's gonna use.
He's probably coming in with a Barrett 50 caliber, an MP5. Or they'll finally give him the...
Gatling gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Browning 50. He's gonna come in like Rambo.
Because I mean, technically, they had the Gatling gun in the 1800s.
Yep. I mean, the Browning 50 cal wasn't that really that far behind.
Mm-mm. I'm actually really close to hunting 14, so I guess we'll just pump it out. Or 15.
The only thing I don't like about pocket watched characters is they have absolutely fuck all for skill points.
Mm-hmm. And you'd still have to go grind out there with an hour tagged.
Damn, she'd be almost 62 at that point.
Not that it matters, but yeah, that's how they get their skill points without having to worry about it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to play them.
I got to play her for 1 hour at some point. At a high-end grind spot. 300 AP or higher is the rule. Every class once. 300 AP. All classes are going to have, on my account, have to go be played 1 hour on a 300 AP spot or higher.
Ethereum.
That's where I was going to do several of the ones that I was confident with. The ones I was not confident with, I was thinking either... Well, I could probably do most of them at Ethereum. If I knew
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you have your Donna gear, essentially, so all classes should be safe, because it comes with the evade and damage reduction. Where before
Yeah.
you had to actually, like, figure out which classes you wanted to deal with, because your gloves and your boots didn't necessarily match with all characters.
Yeah.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
I'll put you 6 feet under. Shut the fuck up.
Poochie.
I can't believe they started giving out voice lines. Like, go back and do that to all classes so that we're not seeing this. Like, either fix that or stop putting voice lines in on characters.
Right. I mean, I like the I like my favorite part is her like her 100% or whatever where it does the whistle. The Western whistle.
Okay.
Her things go black or they go in like black and white or whatever when you do it.
Son of a bitch. Somebody caught offline. Fucking Aaron. Damn it.
Ain't it always something about that?
Because Sarah and Thea got off after she did Ethereum Castle.
She doesn't leave her count fishing?
She's probably playing some other game. She's probably playing... My guess is she's
Hmm.
probably playing Street Fighter. But still, it takes almost no resources in the system tray, so...
Right, unless it's an extreme game like Star Citizen. There's a handful of games that'll mess me up, but most of them, like, I could have it running no problem. Like open, let alone and minimized.
Yeah. But it's whatever.
But
I
it
got...
also might have the anti-cheat on it.
That's also
whatever.
true, because you couldn't run Final Fantasy XIV and Black Desert at the same time. They did not like each
Which is
other.
dumb.
But, I mean, I got 12 of them done today, and we made 300 mil just fucking off, so...
Yeesh.
I've actually gotten the guild several points, too.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah, I've gained 6 points, so 3 rounds. Or no, it'd been 2 rounds. I thought there was 2 points left.
Well, that rhino gave me 2.5%. I'm okay with that. What are we getting now? We're at 15. Is it the same? I don't know.
Depends on the buff.
So a little bit lower at 15. Then again, I only got 3 out of it, and the last one I got 4. EXP things.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and then I got the mastery thing currently going. Did you notice that the mastery thing pops with the
Yep.
the hunting?
Yep. I had it for a while.
I just now noticed I even had it up. Dude, reload. What are you doing? Four Capras? Huh? Is there something fucking my horse up? Oh, no. Horse is just sitting there dying. It'd be alright.
Probably shouldn't do that.
Yes, I think I like remote collected it or something, forgot to heal it. So it's just sitting there non-recovered. It's not a dream horse, so it's not gonna just magically magic it back. This Corsair Spear is awesome. I never carry freaking carrots with me.
I only carry the carrot confit just for
Yep.
stamina. For like days where I'm going back and forth doing a bunch of shit. It's the only time I ever use is to
Mhm.
like
Put you 6 feet under.
just to have stamina.
I agree.
Actually, what am I at on points? I'm at, yeah, I just crossed 10,000. Okay.
Oh, the remnants.
Yep.
Good golly.
And I've only spent the 100, so I hadn't bought anything since. Because I think I needed 33,000 to outright buy the shop.
Most of the things on there are worth it.
Yeah. The horse training shit's no longer worth it, but...
Not. Yeah, no.
Which that mean to me, I think that needs to go to start being the royal ferns on everything. And this way, every 2 weeks, there's a guaranteed tap.
Something. They need, because if the royal ferns are the only thing stopping you guys from getting your horse taps, then yeah, no, it needs to. They need to be giving that out regularly, like the
Fruits.
3 special things from the
Yep.
fruits. Yeah.
Well, they seem to give it out some, because it was in a event prior to this, I think. The anniversary event shit.
Royal fern, yeah. Yeah.
But it wasn't
Sure.
enough.
Mm-mm. Never is.
Yeah, she logged off. It's not just character change at that point.
Dang. Has it been an hour yet since I put my character on the bed?
It's been a while, because, I mean, I was starting Trolls. And I'm
Oh,
almost...
is it-
let's see, I'm 12, got 12 minutes left on this, so... On that buff.
No going back now.
So I got at least a few minutes before I could check that sucker and see if he's actually gained 4 energy. Because offline, it seems like they don't make anything.
Nope, it should be every 1 hour it ticks. Because, like, it takes weeks for me to regenerate all my energy on a character if I'm not, like, going on them.
Yeah, I'm letting them be active. I mean, hell, that's why I was like, contemplating like leaving one like fish overnight. Even though I don't think we have enough nights here to to have it be fully energy for my 28 characters.
Well, you only need about 4 to 6 hours active up for it to regenerate energy.
Fully, yeah,
Because you get it every 3 minutes when it's,
active.
yes.
Or on.
my Face Wind Black Desert has better gun sounds than several of the first-person shooters nowadays. Oh shit!
That's bad.
I will have
That's
to say,
bad.
Battlefield had their guns sound fucking great.
Yep. Yep. There's lots of guns that make me happy as hell when I hear them things pound off. That's how Star Citizen is right now. There's a lot of guns on there that just sound and feel amazing when they pop off. But yeah, Battlefield's still great. Too great. Shit,
Do
I
you have
still
6?
remember 1942.
Do you have BF6?
I've been wanting to buy it. I just haven't bought it yet.
Fair. I have it, and I'll probably be, because I mean, it depends on how much alchemy I'm going to be doing. I may end up having to be very AFK alchemy for a while. Because I mean, right now, just two of these alone is like 50 hours worth of alchemy at the minimum. So I mean, you're looking
That's
at
a lot.
least a week of alchemy. And I can't do it all buffed either. Like, it's impossible. Like, so I have to pick.
I don't think you have enough buffs.
No, I mean, I've got several cakes, but I mean, even at 24 hours a pop, I would burn. I'm willing to burn probably 3 days worth of cake buffs at best.
What about the life skill books? The ones that left.
Oh, for those, I've
Sundays or
got
whatever.
8 of those plus one more 2-week book that I just popped a 2-week book.
Okay. So at least you have that to look forward to.
Yeah, I've got that, and then when it comes to the scrolls for the 150 scrolls, I've only got like 19 hours worth of those. So I'll get about 20 hours of that. The wine, so like the Ellie's magical whatever and the Fugar thing, I don't have a ton of those. So they're gonna go exclusively whatever I decide to spend. Will go towards the 1600 elixirs only. I won't use those on anything below 1600, where I would normally use it on anything 1000 and above. At this point, I feel like it's more worth on anything 1600 or higher.
I agree.
So I will probably get Guru with 2 runs. I will get Guru 47 probably. 3, I might get Guru 48. It depends on the catalysts. It's kind of the wild card on how much EXP I get from those. But I will run Draughts throughout the whole thing. So I'll run Vidur Draught, and I'll start buying perfumes again soon, because I mean, with this run, it's gonna be fucking wild. Like, I won't use perfumes on anything under 900. Anything over 900, I'll use a perfume on, because like, when you do the math on the multiplication of what 430 gets, when you do all the buffs, you still get basically negative EXP. So it's not worth. So
yeah, that's what I figured.
But the fact that we've got like 40 hours worth of 1600 EXP counting the golden hand elixirs, that's gonna be quite the quite a lot of just raw EXP from that.
Right.
10 buffs easy to keep up. The guild buffs where we basically lose 4 hours a day. You get 4 hours or you get 3 hours and it's down an hour, so
From the guild.
yeah. From keeping the buff cycling 24/7. But I won't be cooking 24/7. I'll get a good bit of the time up. Because I'll probably start right at 3 a.m. and then I stop at 3:30 and I don't resume till 5 o'clock. And then I'll fish overnight. So I mean, I've got more like 15 hours uptime a day on alchemy.
You're not gonna let it run overnight.
Well,
essentially?
you can't really do that because the Supremes I
Oh,
burn in
okay,
an
so
hour
you-
and an hour and 30 minutes, so it's not worth running.
Oh,
And then running the super slow stations, it's a waste of the buffs at that point. So I don't want to waste buffs for super slow cooking
true.
just to have it done. Because I'm not in a rush
Mm-mm.
to do it. The only thing I will rush through is prepping to do the 1600s, then getting all the 1600s done, because that's where I want the EXP at. But I also want to kind of pay attention to their buffs, because if I can get it done on a 50% life weekend, which, again, we're getting close to Heidel Ball. Remember, this event runs 2 weeks.
True.
So,
Metal balls win.
I don't remember. You know, even though they talk about this shit all the time in game chat.
I know.
I think it's the end of
I don't
June.
think- Oh.
I think is when it really is. Hold on. Heidel Ball 2020. It's July 25th. Fuck no, I'm not waiting that far.
Mm-mm. Nope.
But they'll probably do another 50% life EXP buff between now and
And then yes,
so
I expect them to do that between now and then.
it's just when. I would probably say like start of summer, they'll do a kickoff for summer, probably 50% life EXP. Hot time where they'll do 50 or 100% drop rate. They won't do the mini event again. They don't do it normally back to back.
Mm-mm. No, I think this is like one of the first times I've did that mini game event.
Nope, that's been around a long ass time.
Really?
They've been doing the double mini game since 2020 whenever.
Since Morning Art.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think what it was prior to that they would do. They would always have like special gather events where if you gathered, you'd gather like golden backpacks and shit like that. They did. Trying to think what else. They had energy events, but I'm trying to think of how they did it. I think I want to say it was like a Commosylvian tree would spawn and it would regenerate energy for you. Or some
Yeah, I
shit like
remember
that.
one.
I know that
remember that one, yeah.
there was the one event when I was doing Polly's Forest where they were giving away the value packs and the the value packs and the Kamasilv blessings, and the Kamasilvian tree would actually grow when you looted a Kamasilv thing. And you had to walk up to it and talk to it to get the buff for 8 hours, I think is what it was.
Damn.
Yep, and needless to say, I was at Poly's, so I was getting a lot of time added to my clock. Because I was Valkdozing Poly's Forest, killing
Oh.
an astronomical amount of mobs.
You were just leaving them 2 buttons down.
Yep. Actually, no. And that's what freaked people out, is because how much faster I was moving through there. Like, how the fuck are you doing it? Because I had the dodge down, the shield chase, the everything. But yes, I mean, I was Valkdozing a good bit of it. But I mean, I could, like I said, I could chase down a Meiwa. With,
Yeah, Valk could potentially do it, yeah.
so...
There's only a handful of classes that could. But that's the fucked part, is when they can chase them down.
Yep, and they gotta grab.
Yeah.
And it's like, come here and let me have them booty cheeks. And you're like, no! I'm dead!
Let me get them cheeks.
Spread them.
Start clapping.
Some Meiwas can clap, that's the thing.
Hey, I mean, I'd be clapping.
They got cake
I'd be
back there.
clapping.
Butt slider on max? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. If I can't eat off the back of that bitch.
Preach.
Yeah, there you go. Dad said it needs to have a cup holder installed.
So here's the thing. I've dated a girl with M cups, and I've dated a girl with basically the BBL, and I will tell you, hands down, if somebody said M cups are the big ass every time.
Big booties.
Yep.
Save lives.
Yes.
All day.
Yep.
I ain't saying nothing else.
I'm just gonna
Big
say
ol'
from experience, if I had the choice, and heaven forbid you give a girl both, it's fucking over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All I know is that with the big old titty bitties, you can get knocked out by them bitches every now and then.
They were bigger than my head, and that's the fucked
Oh
up
yeah,
part.
you getting knocked the fuck out if she riding.
Actually, for real talk here, they have so much weight to them, they don't really swing that far. Like, you would think that it would take, that they'd get swinging. They don't. They kind of just hang there.
Get them long and hanging.
Oh, I mean,
and the ones that can smash cans and shit with it.
I mean, off her chest, that thing was probably about that long. I mean, each one weighed like fucking 6-7 pounds.
Yeah, enough to knock your ass out like a puncher bag coming back at you. What? I mean, I know that's not how they usually work, but yeah, some women's stuff be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But they don't. I mean, like I said, they really didn't swing like people have always like made it out to be. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of a wives' tale. Like, sure. Oh, hey, I got 100 energy. Fuck yeah. But
Damn it.
it was an interesting experience. And I've kind of come to the point now where I've had both. Now I kind of like don't care. I just want personality and not fucking bipolar. You can answer those 2 questions, we can talk.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
be
I just want
not bipolar.
simple and not bipolar. Very simple.
Please don't be
I don't
fucking
know if it's
crazy.
in the water or something.
Shit.
But I'm thinking that the water affects them differently than us, because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say nothing, but, you know, that just is what it is.
I mean,
Who's here in
the crazy thing was
Sorry.
both my exes literally had bipolar disorder. Like,
Ugh.
and I'm like, do I just attract crazy? Is that what this is?
No, I think it's just the land of the red, white, and blue. I think it's in our water.
Because it was Christmas.
Did you have
And-
to call the cops on her?
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh.
It was and it was I was gonna be putting up Christmas lights at my parents' house, and it was just right after Thanksgiving, and all of a sudden she calls me up a few hours before I started and said, "Hey, Dad's wanting to go on a trip. What time can you get up here?" And I'm like, did you forget the whole fact that I was putting up Christmas lights all day today? And, like, I've been putting this off to do this on this day? Well, yeah, but you know how he loves his spontaneous trips, and it's free trip. And I'm like, but it's
okay.
literally, like, the 29th of November. And I'm like, this is, like, fucking, like, 5,000 Christmas lights I gotta put outside. Like, this is, like, a lot. Like, this is a half a day project to do.
Yeah, that takes planning and trying to not fall off the freaking ladder.
Thankfully, I don't have to do too much ladder shit. It's mostly bushwork.
Ah,
But so then this is where the bipolar kicks over. Now she's defensive. Now it's, well, you don't ever want to do shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You
that
literally
sounds familiar.
knew when I left the apartment the other day that I was coming home, I was going to do some of the Christmas shit, and then you were even coming down to help. But now because your dad decides to go out of town and you want the free trip, now you're blaming me for this shit? And before it was over with, she was crying and pitching a fit, blaming me for this shit, and I'm going, that I don't ever want to do anything, and, you know, flipped on me about her family and how I don't want to hang out, and I'm like,
Real fucking familiar, yep.
and next
I'm
thing,
almost thinking that. Yep.
you're like, wow, does this story sound oddly familiar? And yeah,
What was that bitch's last name?
Monroe. Please tell me.
Good thing she was black and probably not white. So.
No, this girl is white, so.
Last one I did was bipolar as hell, and she was black, and yep. She acted white though.
That's funny.
Either way.
And then the other ex was just yin and yang. I mean, you didn't know which version of her you were getting. Like, she comes in from work, she could either be super chill and fun, or she is miserable and she makes everybody else miserable around her.
Yeah. It sounded like my ex with her bipolar.
So.
It was pitiful. I was like, dude, I didn't do anything. I just came into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you're like acting like I'm causing you a fucking problem. I'm like, dude.
And the issue with that
I'm
one
just trying to
was
sit in my own room. Are you kidding me?
The issue with the other one, that one was, it was post-COVID, and it was like just right after like the lockdowns and all that shit were really finally like being lifted. The mask mandates were finally coming up. So it was like in that era. So it was like people still weren't like 100% sure, you know, should you go out? You know, you had the two camps of people who were like, masks work. They're the best thing in the whole world. And the other people that were doing the head math going, how is that protecting you from and so you still had that kind of war going on, and
I remember that. I was just wearing my bandana until they were like, oh, it's good, and I was like, yeah, I figured it was good because it like you're not gonna get it when you're outside, you douches.
and
you know why we're being kept inside, you fucks.
so by that point it was kind of hard to get out and do stuff, so it was more indoor stuff, and she had a lot of problems. It's definitely sounds like the other guy, because so this is the girl that I dated for, like, this was the one that, you know, I always swore got away, and you could tell that there was some, like, definite, like, mental issues had formed from this last guy that dated her for years.
You know,
and
it's always like that, man.
And
like that.
because she wasn't the same when she came back. Because it was weird, because I remember I was out on my deck and I was cooking dinner for mom and dad one night. And I got a random ass text message from it, and mom asked, who is it? I said, you'll never guess. She's like, who? And I'm like, I promise you. Even if you tried to guess. And then she's like, wait. She says, no way. And I said, she's answer her. See what she says. That's weird. Is she okay? I'm like, fuck if I know. So yeah, started talking, met up with her a few days later, and she wanted to talk. She was talking about how bad things were, and she talked about how sorry she was, that, you know, she shouldn't have done the shit she had done because she was a real fucking cunt when my aunt died. And she realized that, you know, we were trying to do the right thing, and you know, it was like hour drives every couple days to go down to go see and help mom out. And she was apologizing for that and tried to oh shit, you remember her. Fuck. Okay, yeah, Sarah Thea remembers her. Yeah, it's the one with the standard poodle. Yeah, she remembers. Holy shit.
That's funny.
Bish. Yep, her. I forgot you got to meet her. Because I did a few streams with her on the thing. Yep. And then she ended up losing it on me within like 60 days.
Ugh. Yeah, well, yeah, my ex, Chelsea, she kind of did the same shit to me. She was acting like she was wanting to date again, and even talked me into fucking going out to California with her.
Oh wow.
Just to go work and like make money. Yeah.
I called her
didn't
Harry
work
Bell.
out.
That's right. Damn, I forget that there's still a few people around here that actually remember her. Damn. Yeah. I was helping out with the Duchess, the poodle. Sweet ass dog. Literally, the thing, she was getting pissed too because you know, it treated me like it wanted to be a lap dog.
Of course.
I mean, and it's a standard poodle. The thing's fucking enormous. And I didn't care. I'd hold it like a baby and it would just sit there and fall asleep. She didn't really like anybody. That's the thing. That's right, because we were playing Epic 7 at the time. Yeah, she was a very jealous person, very insecure, but from a sense of it came from the shit that sounds like it went on with the ex. Because I dated her from when she was 18 to 21. Then it was like 7 years difference, or 7 years
Oh god.
later she finally came back. So So.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
How puts you 6 feet under.
See, this one time I dated this porn star, right?
literally,
Yeah, no, literally. For like 6 months. She lived here with me. She was from California, but originally from Tennessee.
okay.
Yeah, she was so bad, so insecure about herself that she had to be on the phone or had to be on webcam the whole time.
That's weird.
She didn't want to leave my room. She didn't really feel like going and out and doing too much, even though she had plenty of money. I mean, really, she had plenty of money.
I would
She made
assume.
stupid money every fucking day without doing anything.
It's fucking
She'd
wild.
wake up to money. I'm like, dude, that's wild. I don't want your money at all. Don't give it to me. I don't even want to care about it.
Yeah.
You just do what you like doing.
See, the thing is she has no reason to be like threatened by you. You were somebody from literally across the pond, and like, how?
Yeah, your ex should never have been threatened by someone who's literally across the freaking pond. Yeah, my ex was threatened by my other ex who lived 2 doors down, even
Damn.
though she was married to my best friend at the time.
To block you? That's wild.
So imagine how that felt.
Yeah, that's terrible. Like, they're an ex for a reason. Like,
Yeah, dude. It's not like I'm trying to fuck them as an ex. I know, and she didn't even want me playing this game, Black Desert.
because of the girl titties and
Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, dude, you could be talking to anybody on there." I'm like,
I
"Okay,
could be,
well,
but
I
does
hate
that
to
mean
tell
I
you
am?
this, but this is a solo game. Yeah, sure, I can chat with somebody, but the odds of me chatting with somebody in this game are really slim."
Other than get the fuck out of my spot. And
Yeah, like I'm trying to duel you for my fucking spot or something. Get out of my way. And as you are probably more than well aware, most gamers are male.
this was back when I lost all interest in men and dated women. I mean, that's fair.
I mean, most of the gamers are male, so and just because these gamers would be in here be female doesn't mean all gamers are female.
I mean, you know what girl is, really. It's just a guy in real life. So every time they say they're a girl, it's just a guy in real life.
If they tuck it, don't mean they're a female.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. But it's like at this point, I'm going, this girl's gonna have to be something in order to actually impress me at this point. Because after fucking all the shit I've been through over the last 10 years with him, it's like, I've been burned enough that I know when shit's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Before it even starts.
Yep.
It's not your fault.
Who says hat?
Mm.
It's fucked up.
I was about to say, yeah, she says hi the right way. I know something's up. Especially if one of them jerks come up to my car and look at me all funny while I'm in my car. Oh no. Gold digging mug.
You know, here's the crazy thing. To this day, I have never been approached by a girl. Ever. No girl has ever come up and actually hit on me. To this day.
Hey,
And it's weird.
hey.
Because it's like, I figured it would happen once. Nope.
Nope.
My other friends, oh yeah. I've literally been standing right next to them when they're getting hit on. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just sitting there laughing,
Yeah.
going, let's see if this dumbass actually does it.
I mean, me, I just assume it's probably because the mirror I just broke not too long ago, but
Right. I don't walk under ladders. I don't. I never cross paths with black cats or shit like that. So it's like I'm
Nope.
good. I don't step on cracks on the sidewalk.
nope. I just break mirrors when I look at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just hear something cracking. The second I go into the bathroom, I can hear it cracking.
That's 6 chests, right? Yep.
Dude, I'm still at the same amount of energy that I was when I started.
Hunting? Yeah, you can't burn energy fast
Yeah.
enough there. And see, the
That's just
wild
fun.
thing is, like, Saranthea's very pretty. So it's like, I find it really weird that she doesn't get hit on all the damn time. Of course, I think
You're
it also...
saying that person doesn't get hit on all the time?
She doesn't. Modern day society, you either need to be a celebrity, famous YouTuber, or basically
Isn't she
green.
in the UK or something?
Yeah.
You know they're not like Americans, right?
No, and she's not a.
You know,
I mean,
you know how blatant we are about hitting on women.
I
You
know.
know how not so blatant English dudes are about hitting on women.
I don't know. I thought they were pretty forward
No.
from the ones I've met.
Well, you've apparently met some real forward ones. The average English dude is not so forward. I'd probably say they're like the average Japanese guy, more afraid to talk to women than the average American guy.
Fuck.
And like most UK people, they don't even like being smiled at. They find it fucking weird. I still find that odd that they don't, they're not used to being smiled at. Like what, they go through the Great Depression or something?
I mean, they could have.
Yeah, I watch a couple of different British viewers and British people, and yeah, they all say that that's kind of a similar thing for men over there. They're more timid. They're not like American men, unless they're like the criminal versions or the scruffy versions, I guess.
Okay.
But the average English dude, no, I'm sure they're not like that at all.
I don't get
I
on
know
because I don't go
American,
out and I
mean,
don't dress
you
like I
can catch
used
us
to.
back
Also, I
home.
keep to myself and come across as cold in real life and unapproachable. Oh, that's
See?
somebody's type, though. You gotta remember, that's gonna be somebody's type.
That
They're
is
gonna be
the
like,
type.
challenge accepted.
Yeah, well, in America, we do. That's exactly what we do.
But I mean, I guess you do kind of have the Asian thing going for you too, to where you can get that Asian scowl and yeah, okay. Yeah, you just can't fuck up and laugh and smile, then it's over. That's
then
when,
they'll know.
yeah, then they know.
You've been had.
Mm-hmm.
You've been made. How close are we to? Almost 2 hunting levels. I'll take 2 hunting levels in the hour.
That's pretty damn good.
I'm telling you, rhinos is really, really, really good. As long as you're doing, more than one at a time, you'd be alright. Wow. Oh. Yeah, it's really hard to beat the rhinos as far as I'm aware. And I do go ham on hunting.
The type that would
But
Steve be
that was
wearing a
also
jacket at
that's
work.
why I
Yeah.
also asked how good the other ones
I lied to
were.
ask, my hood's still over my head.
I wondered how if it moved any. Yeah. Almost 2% every rhino.
That's not bad. It's really
No.
not that bad.
Mm-mm. When a buck. Let's see how much a buck gives me.
Oh, bucks are worthless.
0.1.
All right, we're done. 56 minutes.
How much is a wolf? Right now. Here, a wolf.
All right, so let's record this. This is Foxblood add 0 56 7. Actually, I'll put 800 because I did get that 100 proc. All right, I got 18,597 1043 826 361 197 170. We'll get those in a minute. Traces 96 144. No hoof root. We didn't get any of those. I did get 2 artifacts. We got 6 chests, and we got 58 of those.
So shadow wolves are only 0.3.
Okay. 4. Okay, so that one with the golden key, we got 1 point. All the golden keys, we got 1.6 or 1.5 bill in the hour.
Without counting the golden keys?
With counting the golden keys.
Oh.
I mean, it's Foxblood. It's not going to be super glorious.
Yeah, that's true. You're basically expecting the actual rare items to pop. If you want money from them. But then again, you could be like us and have an actual save your shit. At least the sharps.
Yeah.
So right now we're having to save up so much sharps. Feels wrong.
Well, I'm looking too, and I'm trying to think if I was getting more or getting less.
Yeah, that's another reason why to keep putting down that information, because you never know, because they could absolutely shadow patch that shit.
I'm like Penny in the Big Bang Theory episode where she gets addicted to online games. Fair.
Yeah, Penny.
Okay, so
I
the
remember that
black
episode.
gems are staying about consistent. The sharps are about consistent. They didn't really change. The black spirit powder is about the same. The Caphras is about the same. Everything's about the same. The only difference is you're getting the new essence, and the crystals are now the only thing that are really added into that. So it's about the same.
Okay, that's not so bad. Not that that's a good thing, because the update should have changed something on that too.
Well, that just tells you that the sharp drop rate that they said was going to be, worth it is not worth it for this.
No.
So I'm expecting some sort of patch. You know what? Fucking, I'm remote collecting that shit. I am not running down there to whistle that shit.
I mean, it didn't increase the Capra amount from them either.
So, yeah.
Bloods is supposed to drop like more in Capras, I think.
It's not like, okay, so this one I got 170 of the Spirit Dust, where I was getting, nope, because there's 190 14 months ago. So, yeah, never mind. It's not really dropping too much difference.
Yeah, that's what I figured. They saying that it went up, but it didn't go up.
Yeah.
I love that. That's why your numbers are helpful.
Yeah, it
Because
sounds
when
like
they
some of
go-
these.
Sorry.
Hold on. Can you teach us index funding from the start? My Bitcoin is going low. I am not going to do financial shit. I will stay the fuck away from that. I will not.
Who's got finances?
Spark Drive on YouTube's wanting me to explain index funding and the Asians here. You think everyone's an Asian, dude. So yeah, no, that's the one I won't fuck with. I don't fucks with that.
Nope. I don't even
While
want to
I-
talk about it. I mean, wasting money.
While I am very knowledgeable on it, I am not going to talk about that on because dealing with anything with the stock market is risky, and you got to know how.
Volatile.
Yeah, you got to know how to get around on it. Okay, so let's hop over to the Guardian, let the Guardian start getting some energy while we do some quick math here. And see where we're at. But if you want to invest into the stock market, the S&P 500 typically yields 10% a year. So take that with a grain of salt. I'll put it this way. Just as a random YOLO for fucksies test one day, I put $400,000 on silver on a paper trading test. And in a week, it had returned $75,000 to $80,000, just wanting to hold it. A week later, it dropped and it was red, $90,000. That was when silver took the massive plunge. But just because I wanted to see what was happening with it, I took that trade on a paper account just to see what would happen. But like, that's what they mean by volatile.
Yeah, that's super volatile.
Okay. Serendia, Glish. All right, let's take our bloods. How about Bitcoin? What are your predictions? Bitcoin's gonna have to prove itself. It's got a long way to go before I would ever put $1 on Bitcoin. I'd rather put my money on gold. I'd rather put my money in gold over Bitcoin at this point. Because it dropped what? It was 130,000
At peak.
yeah, and that was, hold on, I can get the date on it. That was BTC, USD, go to buy 1 day.
Okay, so 2 levels and 10% in the hour.
That's not bad. And trading
right
view
on.
froze. BTC USD. Last 5 years. That was September 30th, 2025. It's not really gambling. If you know how and what you're doing, it's not gambling. It's just
It's gambling? No, it's not gambling.
gambling is
I
me
feel like it.
this is prediction of this has far more data than gambling. Gambling is a true guess. This has predictions and patterns. Patterns repeat themselves. You can see what is influenced, what can and cannot influence the stock market. So,
And statistically, you can gamble correctly every time if you know how to do the statistical analysis in your head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've seen trades go south on people where they're about to win, like the trade's about to go through and, you know, take profit, and then it literally just jackknifes on them, and it taps them out because something came out. But that's why, you know, you don't get greedy.
Shit, it still pisses me off with the Bitcoin stuff. Back in the day, I mean, I almost about bought like, you know, 10,000 shares of it because it was like half nothing when I was looking into it.
Yep. And you would have been a Bitcoin billionaire
And I
if
was
you'd have
trying
done
to-
it.
And I was trying to fucking like mine it too.
All right, we got that done. Wolf Blood's up. Okay, so trolls. Okay,
It
so
makes me sad. It was like a couple bucks a share when I was first looking into it, and I was like, man, I should probably grab some.
it was cents on the dollar, but the fact that I'd had to hold on to it for over 10 years before it
10 plus years.
yeah. That's a long-term investment. And at that point,
Yeah.
because it basically was barcoding for almost 7 years, and then it kind of went up where it was a couple $1,000s. But the question is if you'd have been hanging on to something that you'd have bought, like, you got to think about the mentality of this. If you'd have bought something at less than $1 a share, and it was already up 1,000 times its value, would you have thought
You
that
would've
was the
thought,
ceiling? You'd have been like, this is it. It can't go any higher.
This is it.
But then when it goes to 10,000, you'd have thought it couldn't get any higher. It gets to 50,000. You're like, there's no way it's going any higher. At any one of these points, the average person would sell off. There's no way you would have known when it got up. Because here's the thing. This is what happened to people. It got to 100,000. They said, it's going to keep going. It's going to the
It's
moon.
gonna go to 200,000. No, I've read articles where
Yeah.
they were literally bitching all day, like, oh, it's gonna go to 200K.
Yeah, and guess what? It goes to 120K, and then every hedge fund and their mother
Petered the fuck out.
flushed it. And but so
Petered the fuck out hard.
Well, okay, but here's actually what happened. This is more of the realistic of what happened here. Yes, there was a massive repositioning happening where hedge funds and big investors went to liquidate their positions. Now, one thing that people need to understand with Bitcoin is a highly leveraged digital asset, meaning for every $1, most people had $10 invested because of the leverage, okay? So you need to understand what happens in the stock market. There is a system called a margin call, which means your account drops below the full value of what you owe. So a margin call means they liquidate the position, and now you're negative whatever because they want to protect their assets and they don't want to go even more red. So here's what happened. You have the big climb up, it barcodes, and then it starts to flush. Now, at that beginning of the flush, what happens is you're going to get retail investors are going to get margin called. So now what happens when you sell a position? The stock drops. Okay, so now these accounts start getting auto liquidated, which now shoots it down even further. Which now the people who were positioned better now get margin called instantaneously. So now it's a snowball effect of margin calls, and then people panicking now because it just dropped $20,000 in minutes. Then it keeps going down and down and down.
Really panicking.
And then that hits another level of margin calls because people that didn't know about it, they weren't paying attention to it. It hits those. Now there's even more panic selling. And now people are shorting it because now they're going, oh shit, I can make money going on the other side. So now they're selling even harder into it, which is pushing it further down. And now it's sitting in a point where people don't trust it. Now it's costing more to mine the shit than it is to...
Well, it absolutely costs a shit ton to mine it because
So-
you have to have so much going on. You have to have a lot of GPUs running that.
Yes. So...
Not a small amount of GPUs. It's a big amount.
So now you've had all these margin calls.
Holy crap! It's a brown recluse. Get out of here, you spitter!
Fuck
you, bitch.
Yeah, kill that shit. So that's what happened with the Bitcoin thing that started the dump. And now it's, at all time, basically it's kind of sitting there at the all-time lows for the last, calendar year? The low was around 59,000 and it's up 20,000 now in 3 months. But it's still no higher than what it was in 2024, which you've reset over a year and a half of growth. Will it climb back up?
That's 70.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's at 78.
Like,
That's dropped hard.
there was no buying the dip in this because you don't know where the dip's gonna end. Like, this could just be a bear flag and it flushes again. Now, there is one investor that I've read said he will never let it drop below $1. He says because he's got a position to buy every Bitcoin in existence is sitting. He's got a buy order down there at $1. So it will never drop below $1.
I mean, the lowest it dropped in 5 years was 16, down to 16 or
Yes.
16 grand.
So it's that's some interesting shit, I'll tell you what. And you gotta be on top of
Be a
it.
crazy person. Simply put. I know one that I always bitched about was just before iPhone came out. Apple stocks was like at like $30 or $40 a share.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling my dad, I was like, dude, we should put money into this. He's like, yeah, we could. We could put like 500 into it. I was like, Dad, we really should. A month later, iPhone come out.
Boom.
Guess what the shares went up to?
Skyrocketed.
Yeah, it went up to like 400 and damn whatever it was a share.
Yep.
I was like, Dad, we missed out. He's like, how much did it go up to? I was like, 400 and something a share. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, no. You know why? Because this new mobile product came out.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's usually a time when like investing in the stocks could be a really nice thing, especially if you know
So,
when
like,
some big product. is
One
on.
thing I would tell people to stay away from is I know people are going to think the SpaceX IPO is going to be the money-making day, but no, you're going to be the exit liquidity for all the initial investors. So you need to be
You'll have
very...
to wait a while for it to like mean something. The one that is going up right now that was low like not too long ago was Palantir.
Yep.
Palantir was like kind of low not that long ago, but it's starting to skyrise.
Yep.
Because militaries and stuff like that are using their robots.
Yep. Yep.
So it's shit like that if you know that it's coming out and you kind of know that the military's starting to use it and more other than just military starting to use it, that's another good one. Just fuck it, throw money at it. Because eventually it's gonna, you know, it's gonna keep rising. Especially when their robots are technically the best in the world.
Go ahead and grab the daily quest. I'll be hunting Narcon tomorrow.
Yeah, I just went down there for the rhinos and random deers and stuff. I usually just do rhinos for the EXP because I'm just trying to hit Guru.
Where the hell's
not Guru
the did I not do the horse catching quest yesterday?
No, I thought you said you did. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to the stream. But I thought you said that's what you did.
Yeah, it's not
Or
showing
what
up in
you were
my weird, it's not showing up here at the wait, there it is. Okay, I was about to say, I'm fucking losing my mind.
Nope, those days are long gone. Don't ask me about it. I ain't fucking with no horses. As far as I'm concerned, they're all horse glue now.
Agreed.
I didn't have nearly the problems like you did, so I would have already done horse glued the whole fucking set and resetted the whole set and not give a fuck and bought the rest and not have cared after that. Would have been a whole lot of horse glue happening.
If they weren't 10 bill each, I probably would have.
Horse glue regardless.
I mean, it's a
'Cause
lot
you're
of
still gonna get something for it.
yeah.
Because you get like, I think you get like upwards of that with a dream horse. Not that I would horse glue a fucking dream horse, but man, if it pissed me off enough, I would.
I mean,
Wouldn't even care.
I'm at this point, I'm so damn close. It doesn't even matter.
How much Agris attempts?
Less than 10 now.
Yeah,
think
you
I've
know
got
that
li-
they're gonna more than likely give out another free one on Heidel.
I know.
Well,
I know. I'm just hoping the Voltarion or Voltron or whatever the T9 is in that. If it is, then I'll just grab it. Or I'll just get a second Dine just to leave on the trader so I don't have to pull the shit over. The Krog Sanctuary, just leave it summoned on it.
yep. Yeah, I wonder when they're gonna make. I wonder if they are gonna make a mythical Voltarian or not.
I'm sure they will. I am sure they will.
I mean, I'm lucky if I get 5 of those damn things a week from doing grind bosses.
Oops.
Now, I will admit, I haven't been doing all 5, or I wasn't able to do 5 until only recently. So,
Okay.
because I'm so Leroy Jenkins when it comes to the damn calamity buff or bosses, and that's not how you do them.
No, you've got to be a little more... Play the mechanics.
Patience. Yes, you definitely have to just be patient. And even though, yes, you're going to see that there's been plenty of people who had beat the damn thing way faster than you, that does not mean anything. As long as you're getting through it, it's all that matters. Like the easiest one out of them all is Bamboo Legion. That one's just so stupid easy. Sanguine's pretty easy too, but at Calamity 10, that sucker sucks. Hardest one for me is stupid Golden Pig King.
I've never done one of them. I have never supported the content up there, really.
It's worth doing. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It is definitely worth doing. It's an extra like 20 bill or whatever a fucking week. And if you good enough with it, it doesn't take very long at all to get through your 5. And then if you did the weekly, like with an actual group for the weekly the party bosses, you make like an extra 30 or something, just from Debarekas alone. Because like the one time I did it, I looted fucking 3 damn Debarekas from just the one boss. I was like, holy crow. On top of gold and whatever the hell else it decided to drop. So yeah, they are worth doing. Is it worth the frustration of trying to get through some of them? No. But if you have a good like for the shrine for the party version, those are stupid quick. You get the right type of group in there, you're done with all 5 of them in less than, I don't know, 10 minutes. The only problem is that they always seem to want someone. They always want people who are like 370 AP or more for the groups.
I mean, I kind of get it, but
I get it, but I also am on the am in the field of a thought of if I match the requirements and I'm over that, you shouldn't have a problem with having someone slightly above the requirements, because they want people like well above the requirements.
you want to make 20 bill a week? AFK trading. I make 5 bill a day doing that. Speaking of which, I need to send the crates.
Yeah, the only problem with that is you already know it's just that whole setup. I don't have enough real life money to make that a thing.
You can do it. It's just like it's slightly less efficient. So
But that'd also be something I would do on the side along with doing those shrines. Because the shrines don't take very long. It's like an hour of my time a week, essentially, to get my 5 done. And that's taking my time and goofing off. I mean, they say the same thing as like for the Ataraxian dungeon. You can apparently make a bunch from that too every week.
that is something I've also never done, and just because I've
Same.
never.
I only went through the story mode, and that was it. I tried to do a group thing one time with somebody, and they If they wanted you to be doing a specific thing every couple of seconds, I'm like, dude, what? This shit don't even make sense. I'm like, we kept on getting one hit shot and stuff, and it's like, dude, like I have higher gear than the fools I'm with. And I'm getting killed.
All right. So we got 10 clicks on this alchemy stone.
Please go through. Just one 200 bill stone to make a man happy.
All right. 1.25. Okay, warm up. It's fine.
And you had enough sharps to actually like do the all your or enough of the faint brimming to do enough of your 4,000 sharps.
Yeah.
And how much sharps did you need for the 10 shots?
4,000.
That's what I thought.
Nope. All right. We're 1/8 of the way there. So just casual 70 more clicks and we've got it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It'll go when it goes.
Yep. I will pity everything.
I look at that stone as the super end game like thing, so it goes when it goes.
Right. Even though the one above it's the end game, but
Yeah.
all right.
The real end game is that last one.
That's shining, yeah. Which is 250 clicks, which is terrible.
At 30 stones per click.
250 times 30 times 20. That's 150,000 sharps. Oh god. And that's the one you just can't outright slam because there's no way you have that just backlogged in the things. Because I've got 800 of them. So I've got 800 clicks. So anyway, we'll save up another 4,000 and then click again. So all right. Tomorrow we're going to... Where is it? So tomorrow we need to do Troll Blood. We'll have 40,000 Agris for it. Actually, how much did I pull out of that last hour? at Troll Blood. 14,000. So yeah, if I burn Agris there, I should get... Let's see, have I done 2 hours there? No, I haven't. I've done 1 hour. And on Agris, I got 16,000. And he's gone. I've done 20,000 Agris, and I've got 17,000. So you're not really getting a ton for the Agris there. Welcome back.
Phone died.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just do 2 hours at Trolls, and that'll take care of that. Well, the question is something I gotta consider. I need a fuck ton of wild herbs. Do I want to
Where?
go? Yeah, my question is, do I really want to go sit down for 3 hours straight at Bear with every buff running and just slam shit out?
Or don't and just, try to do like an hour a night.
Well, the reason why is I would have to be running the energy buff and all that shit to make it like...
Oh. To like super extend it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'd blow through that so fast.
Yeah, it does kind of blow pretty fast down there, Bear.
And if I did it early enough in the morning, people wouldn't be down there trying to contest that shit.
That's true.
Because I've only got 35,000 herbs right now.
And you need how much?
Yes.
All of it.
Okay, let's try to rough math this. So I have, since they're both the same.
You have the Excel spreadsheet somewhere, don't you?
Yes, but it does. I don't have the exact number. So I need 212,000 clear liquid reagents. I need 192,000 pure powder reagents. So we add those up. That's 404,000. 404,000 total items because they both basically take the same amount of wild grass. So now we're going to divide that by 3.2. We'll keep it 3.2. We won't even give it the 5. Which is 126,000 crafts divided by 5,000, which is the Supreme Stations. That is 25 Supreme Stations worth of crafting. So what that tells us is I would do 26 stations times 5,000 is 130,000 wild grass. So I need another 100,000 at least. Now,
And if you
that's a lot of grinding because I think my last recorded hour at Bear, how many did I pull out of there? In 3 hours, I pulled up 63,000 in 3 hours. But that wasn't a double mini game, may we add.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, yeah. And the amount of stuff that's actually dropping from just the normal gathering. Because of the whole, if you hit 10, it could be. Or
So
you could be hitting 10s and 12s instead of.
So this is where I'm kind of curious about this is
You basically have to do an hour to figure out how many hours you need to actually.
no,
play.
here's what I was going to say is I need to do the retard run probably tomorrow morning. So, here's kind of what I'm thinking. We will run the 300 mastery so that I'm always at
3K.
well, I won't be 3K. I might have to run the 500 if I want to go solid. Hold on, let me go pop this out. Okay, turn that on. Put on the gathering artifact. Okay, so we have the learn more. All right, so my home mastery right now, without guild buffs, without anything, is 2360, and that's with a 25 seafood cron.
Okay.
So we're gonna run both of the books of Florin and the other one. So that takes it. So that is 2,500 right there. All right. And then
you can use the Land of the Morning Light buff.
yeah, that's the one I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out. Do I want to pop the 500 one I have, or that would just go ahead and put me hard capped at 3,000?
And that would last for 3 hours, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would give me the 3 hours that I would need down there.
Yeah. Okay. That tells you anything.
All right, now let's look at the other shit here. So I have a furniture buff that I could technically run, which would add in another 100. So let's figure this out and see if I need it. So we add in the next 100, and that would be 2,600. So that's the life skill scroll.
That's the same as the blessing of the life skill one. For
Yes, the
Mystical
blessing
Beast
of
one.
blessing of mythical beast life skills is 100 mastery, so that's 2,600.
What's the donkey buff give you? Only 10% EXP?
Well, that's EXP though. That's gonna be its own thing. That's there's nothing else there. So if I use that, then I can't use any other furniture buff in the house. And I think I want to use one of the. I think I want to use the egg so that I get the energy recovery, that extra energy tick. So that takes away that. So that would scratch that. So I'm back to 2,500. I don't really want to pop this, which is a 2-hour buff, but it would give you 100% life EXP and 100 mastery. But I really don't want to pump. I don't want to pop this. I feel like I need something in the 3-hour, and that would make it 4. And then the 333 cake is not worth either, because of how it's done. So I feel like I really want, and I don't think Piku. Piku is energy recovery 25, weight limit 100. Hold on. Piku is actually the one we want to run. So we would run Piku for the weight limit and the for the weight, because we want that extra weight, so we don't have to teleport back as much.
Right. Time wasted. Definitely don't want time wasted, sir.
And we have to do it on the Seraph because of max weight. Then we would definitely be using the mellow life EXP, or the mellow for the energy recovery. I might actually have to even threaten using the herbal box. With the mini game, I might have to actually pop my herbal medicine.
Yeah, I mean, with the mini games, as much as they're popping off, There's a good chance you might have to. Because you may not get a full 3 hours out of it.
Well, I've got enough I mean, I got enough energy pots just around that I could make it work, but I mean, I don't know if I really want to deal with 60 minutes of that shit fucking popping 60
3
energy.
minutes, yeah.
No, every 3 minutes it would pop 6. It would pop 60 energy every 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, you can use the smaller ones less time.
You can use both of these. You can stack them both. You can pop the herbal medicine and the miraculous at the same time because they're two
Okay.
different types of energy regions. God. We also have the Stella Spirit Stone. We would lose the 30% EXP, but we could run 100 Ministry off of that. But I'm still short because I don't want the mini game to be the difference. I just kind of want it for the whole 3 hours. It's just full retard.
Yeah, I'm worried that the minigame may upset the difference because of how often that frequency is happening right now.
I'm honestly okay with it. I can sustain it. I got 19 100 energy draughts. I've got 108 50 energy draughts. I can hold it off for quite a while.
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, and the Loris T we'd be using, but not that that's going to be giving
Weight limit and gathering
yeah.
and the EXP.
Yep, but we'd be using the Laras at that point.
I've got like 140 of them left myself, so I can spare to use one every now and then.
Okay. Go ahead and top her off. Now she's ready for tomorrow. Yeah, I think we'll do that tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow evening we'll do the gathering since I've only got to do 2 hours of trolls and yeah, 2 hours of trolls and an hour of hunting. We'll do that tomorrow evening. So we'll go ahead and put a dent into the herbs, but I think it is time once we finish up the troll blood and the deer, we will go ahead and roll everything over to 9,000 crafts each. You know what? We can go ahead and do that. Because I already got my number. So let's just see what the new everything is. Because then after we do this 9,000, we have to go get the alchemy stations crafted. We have to go prioritize that. Do I really want to do all of them as a Danya? I don't think so.
Are those worth the most?
Yes, but I could probably sell some of the demi-human off and, like, take a little bit of loss just to help liquidate. Because, like, 4, 8, 12... Right now, we're looking at about 15,000 draughts.
That's quite a bit of money.
I think. Let's see here. 15 times 15,000 times 27.5. Yeah, it's 412 billion.
Yeah,
Pre-tax
that's two
times
pieces.
point. Yeah.
3 pieces almost. Just with that alone.
I've got 100 billion in crates by the time this is done.
It almost sounds like you have almost all of the tier 5 nodes right there.
No. I'll have to do some grinding when this is over with. There's no way. Okay, so looking at the new... Why am I not chopping? Fucking...
Sure. Ice cream?
What kind?
Think this guy? Zebra cakes.
Zebra cakes?
Yeah, zebra cakes.
Okay, so this says I need 26,000 more ash sap, 35,000 more birch, 39,000 more cedar, 15,000 more pine, 12,000 more snowfield cedar, 2,000 more thuja, and I still have the kaffir sap because I didn't go up a level on it. I have my mushrooms for... I only need 76 more bluffer mushrooms, really. I have all the mushrooms currently needed. Other than the ones that are venderable. The venderable ones I can buy. I actually have the truffles by 113, so I would have to do truffle gathering if we go any higher than this. Alright, now bloods. This is where things get a little crazier.
Yeah.
Okay, Fortitude would need to be crafted. Okay. Oh yeah, so here's the real sauce. I would need to buy right now 79,000 more traces of nature.
79,000?
Yes.
Is that even on the market?
Yeah, there's 88 currently on the market, and that would be 1.4 bill per 5,000. So 79. I'll just say 80,000 divided by times 145. That's 23 more billion in traces of nature.
And liquid silver that you have to put into your craft.
Yeah. I would probably wait just a little bit and wait till after some of these other gatherings so that I could cut down on how much I would need. But yeah, 79,000 I'd have to buy right now. Bloods, we would need one more round of fox blood, one more round of wolf blood, 2 rounds of deer blood. Keep that in mind, and 3 rounds of troll.
Drawer or in the car?
Okay.
So, oh yeah, and now we're up to clear liquid reagents. So hold on. So let's see here. 290,000 plus 285,000 equals 575,000 divided by 3.2 divided by 5,000. Yeah, so you're looking at 35 runs of those at 5,000 apiece. So you're looking at 179,000 herbs. So I would have to do this run a few times. at Bear.
That bear, yeah.
Or just outright buy the clear liquids at this point. But I'd like to do it once just to get to see how much we make doing it. Because pure powder reagent, like there's 109,000 on the market now. Buying 5,000, 75 million. That's really not terrible. But when you consider that I would need 285,000 times 75 million. That's 4.2 billion I'd have to spend in just pure powder reagents alone. Just to outright buy it. So you're looking at right about 8 billion, 9 billion in just liquid silver going into pure powder reagents. And I'm going... Well, my thought is it's not only just making it, but think about how many times I could get that 20 proc out there because of how quickly I'm turning over, how quickly I'm turning the gathering over. And if I happen to get that 20 proc on the treasure chest, how many sharps I can get in an hour. So I think, yeah, we'll, I'll try to get on around 7 in the morning tomorrow, and we'll see what happens here with this one round. We'll do the degen run because I mean we hadn't done one in a while, and I think it's time.
You're gonna go for the full 3 hours tomorrow, huh?
Oh yeah, 3 hours straight in a row. It's dumb, but it's worth. So we'll pop the 500 mastery. I'm pretty sure there's not any others sitting on the market of that one. Purchase consumables, food.
Damn it.
No, there's none sitting on the market. 12 pre-orders, so I mean the likelihood of getting it's kind of high. So,
What are you looking at pre-orders for? Pre-orders for what?
the 500 mastery food. Because I don't think I've got one in storage. No, I've got the EXP, and then the combat EXP and item drop rate. I might pop one of those tricolors. I might pop one of the tricolors. Maybe. Because that's a lot of gathering EXP there, and I'm kind of going, I don't know if it's worth considering what we're doing, but at that point it would be all the buffs. My buff bar would look like paladins from frickin' combat, but all right. Well,
Yeah, where the whole bottom of the screen is filled.
yep, from left to right, it's just all buffs.
Yeah, I did that when I was doing the tanning thing.
This is where you
was
just buy
noticeable.
100 of each. 100 miracle, 100 herbals, 100 masteries, 100 energy recoveries, last you a long time. Yeah, you know, that's a few silver, and I don't have that few silver to do that. So, unless you just want to bankroll this for me, then sure. I could probably get down with that.
So you're saying she could just put that money in the guild storage for you? There you go.
Yeah. You'd have enough.
Guild the easy way.
You'd have had enough if it weren't for your helmet. You know what? Fuck you. Yes. Yes, I would have. There was a lot I would have had enough for if it wasn't for that fucking helmet. Oh, Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'll be on tomorrow morning. Y'all are welcome to come hang out, and we're gonna. I fucking need to make sure somebody's on, because with all the shit that I'm gonna be gathering, all those all the powder, hopefully all 3 people are online.
Long enough.
Yeah, so that I can actually sit there. You'll be AFK fishing. Nice. We just got to make sure Storm Strike stays on. So, because I'll be I'm gonna be, because I can probably slam out a lot of those guild quests, and in the morning, doing what I'm about to do. Here, let's collect the money so we can start tomorrow fresh. Alright, well, let's go get some rest, walk away from the game for a little less than 12 hours, and come back tomorrow and do some dumb shit. So, appreciate everyone. Enjoy your evenings, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for some degenerate fucking grinding. Later, everyone.